life hack, buy a Volkswagen UP. This is a car I bought last week. Just as a little run around. We have, between me and my wife, a big van and a big truck. So I wanted something small and cheap that I could just run around in, something that wasn't going to cost much money or couldn't potentially even cost much money. You know, what's the worst that could go wrong with this? So do you know what? The second-hand car market is an absolute nightmare. It took me actually quite a long time to find a decent one. Looking on the adverts, a lot of them look clean, and then secretly snuck into the advert there is Cat S, and you're like, oh, for fuck's sake, you know. Literally, after about 6 weeks of looking on every, Auto Trader, eBay, Piston Heads, I found this one at a dealership in Crewe, at D&C Car Sales in Crewe. It was up for £5,000. It's a 17 plate. It's the facelift. It's black, which is what I wanted. It's got some alloy wheels, and it looked like a really tidy car. So I went up. Those guys were brilliant, by the way. I would recommend D&C Car Sales in Crewe. Really good guys. Both of them called Richard, and my name's Richard as well. So it was pretty cool. So I'll just show you what I've got here, right? So and look around and maybe even plan out some jobs that I'm going to need to do on it. So I gave it a wash when I got back, but nothing else really. But the paintwork and everything is good. And I think it's a really good looking car, you know. I've always had a bit of a soft spot for the UP. Quite a fun looking car. It's got these multi-spoke wheels, which are going to be a bit of a pain to clean, aren't they? You can see that. It's 5-door. And it's just a 1 litre MPI. It's nothing special. There's no turbo on this one, but there's no major marks or dents anywhere on it. There is a tiny little scuff on the other side, which I'll show you. And it's got the newer looking rear lights as well. It does look way more modern than the pre-facelift. It was all a little bit shit looking. I'll tell you what I like about this too. The tailgate is glass, and these cars that have a flat back to them, they pick up the dirt and throw it against the back, and you can get rust across the bottom of the tailgate on cars like this, small cars with a flat back, because all the shit just sticks there. But if it's glass, there is steel on the inside, but most of the brunt is taken by the glass. So that's actually a good thing for longevity. And also on the UPs, they have problems with the fuel cap. You get some rust bubbling around here. That'll be from underneath though. The silt will gather around the pipe. The Renault Clios, I had a Renault Clio Sport, that was bad for it as well. The dirt all gathers there around the other side of the pipe, never ever gets cleaned, and then just pushes through the rust eventually. So that's actually one of my jobs to do on this, which is take the wheels off, take all the plastic liners off, and just get a brush up there. 5-door. Oh. Again, reasonably clean, reasonably tidy. Nothing really to report on this side. Child seat in the back. He doesn't have much room, bless him, in the back though, I'll tell you that. Here we go, look, here's the small scuff. It's, it's brushed up against something. Just touch that in, that's not going to be that difficult really. But the panel gaps and everything are okay. It doesn't look like that whole front's been shone. It's probably just rubbed up against a wheelie bin or something. These, they're just normal marks on them, nothing major. And it's a really, like I said, I think it's a really good looking car. I really like the UP. That won't take any. I will give the whole thing a total polish, bring up the paint, because I think this will come up really nicely. I don't think it's ever had, it's got all these kind of just marks and a bit of dullness. It really needs just picking up, and I look forward to doing that. But the first thing I'm going to do is an engine service. Then I'm going to put the whole thing on jacks, take all the wheels off, and just make sure the whole thing is clean underneath, maybe even a bit of underseal there, and then polish it to bring it up. But let's have a look at the engine. Tiny little 1 litre MPI. Excuse me for a second. Look at it. Nothing really to report there. It's very simple little engine. It's just little throttle body there. This whole thing just pops off. 3 cylinders, really easy to service. Takes about 3.5 litres of oil, as opposed to all the cars I usually have, transit vans and pickup trucks, which take like 9. 3 spark plugs. I'm looking forward to doing it, and I'm going to change the gearbox oil as well, because I doubt that's ever been done. This has got about 90,000 miles on it, by the way, so it's not particularly low mileage. And I did take a bit of a punt on it because it's got no service history whatsoever, but it's in such good condition that it's obviously been well looked after. I just, they couldn't prove it. So I got a decent price off it. I think I paid $4,750, and the asking price was $5,000. Now, if you look down places like that, look, there's leaves and crud all in there, and these are gutters right down behind the arch. Sorry, not the arch. The wing there. So it's a really good idea to take the plastic liner off, get your hands up there, grab all the leaves out, because again, the leaves just rot behind there and will just bubble through the paint, relatively soon. This is a 2017 car, so it's coming up to 10 years old. You don't want that. On my old Clio, again, I took the wings off and I would clean and properly degrease and everything from inside there and kind of reseal it with some Lanoguard, and that really did the job, I think. So those are my jobs for now. I'm going to service it, take the wheels off, make sure the whole thing is clean, give the whole thing a polish, really bring it back to life. And I'm really impressed with the way it drives, very impressed. I thought it was going to be absolutely horrendously underpowered, but it's not. It's okay. It kind of gets up to road speed okay. And this is the interior, which I love. Let me just zoom out. And I'll tell you why I love this. Click, click, click. Things are mechanical. I absolutely loathe touchscreen inside a car. That's just as bad as texting and driving, if you ask me, the touchscreen. Hasn't got any of the bells and whistles. It's got AC. There is a thing that can go on there for the uprated models with some type of display. There's nothing really to talk about. The foot pedals are very nicely spaced. They're not crammed up in any way. And there's actually, for the two people in the front, plenty of room. There's loads of room. I thought it was going to feel really small, really crowded, but no, I really like it. There's plenty of space in here. You've got a cup holder there. There's another one there for the two people in the back to share. I'm really impressed with it. Really impressed with it. I drove it back about 100 miles from when I bought it. Cute little rev counter. Look at that little thing. From the drive back, it was about 100 miles to get back. I filled the tank up, which was totally empty. It was like 47 quid. And it's still on 3/4 now. It seems to run on air. So the car to tax was 20 quid for the year. To insure for me, but I am 42, was 220 quid for the year with my wife on the policy as well. Those two bills are already paid for, And when, that's our motorhome that we've got now. That's hundreds and hundreds of pounds a month. But there's a scuff here as well I wanted to... Can you see? And I know what that is. I recognise what that is. Somebody, wherever this is parked, at home, wherever that was, hasn't been able to open the door fully to get in. And that's what someone's bum or jeans have been doing every day when they've got in. That will buff out. That's, it's mine. I'm kind of looking forward to it, actually. I just need a bit of dry weather. The windows in the back have got these stupid poppers, which isn't very nice for the people in the back, but that's their problem. It's never going to be me, is it? So I need to service it. I need to clean it underneath. I need to polish it. Gearbox oil. I enjoy doing mechanics, and these small, simple cars are just a dream for it. All the bolts are nice and small. There's nothing huge, no huge torques. You don't need lever bars. And I'm looking forward to just driving this around, And I really pamper my cars. It's just something I've always been into, just completely overly looking after my cars. But that'll be to the benefit of the next person. Everything I sell is always in better shape than when I bought it. So that's my Volkswagen Up, and I look forward to posting some videos about maintenance, brakes and servicing, everything for you. If you've got an Up, then you can hopefully learn from my mistakes, no doubt. Thanks for watching.